Come play the what if game with me. What if you want to teach your child how to ride a bike, so you sat them on the curb and you rode your bike up and down the street in front of them? Or you want to teach your child how to swim, so you took them to the pool and had them sit on the grass while you did a wide variety of swim strokes while they were watching. Silly? Ridiculous? But wait, isn't that exactly the method that we use when it comes to teaching our children about money management and financial responsibility? Honestly ask yourself this question: how many of your children can handle money responsibly? Just how important is money management in marriage and family relationships? Tremendous. The American Bar Association recently indicated that 89% of all divorces could be traced to quarrels and accusations over money. The knowledge and skill of managing money and finances is not something we are born with. It must be taught, learned, and practiced. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn." So you're probably asking yourself at this point, how will I ever teach my children to be financially savvy adults? I thought you would never ask. We will discuss the how, what, and when. The basic goal is to teach our children at a young age to become financially responsible and to give them the skills to do so. Marilee Boyack, in her book, The Parenting Breakthrough, talks about the importance of keeping it real. So let's look. How do we earn money in the real world? We get a job, and we are paid for completing that job. How many times has your boss walked into your office and said, "Here, because I love you so much, I'm going to give you $20. In the real world, not going to happen. We need to begin by creating a mini financial environment. From Richard and Linda Ayer's book, Teaching Your Children Values, they explain the theory behind this. This is a quote from their book. The basic thesis of the idea is that if you give your children a legitimate and fair way to earn money, they will develop initiative and motivation because they perceive ownership. If they have a chance to budget and to spend that money, they will learn discernment and discipline. If they save and invest that money, they will understand delayed gratification. But you say, I can't afford to pay my children for all their jobs and chores. But stop and think what you just said. You already are paying for all those things. This program simply gives your children an opportunity to have autonomy and control over their finances. This is how our allowance system works in our home. Each of our children has a cash card with the jobs listed down one side and the days of the week across the top. In our family, the children receive 25 cents per check. There's also a column for extra jobs. So at the end of the week, they bring me their cash card and we review it. It has to be signed by me. Then we add up the checks, multiply by 25 cents. And just to keep things simple, let's say they earned 40 checks that week. So times that by 25 equals $10. The first 10% goes to pay tithing, so that would be $1. The next 40% goes to savings. They have a savings account at the bank. That would equal $4. The other $5 goes into their spending fund. This is per week. Now, let's look at what happens with the system. This is the what. We pay our children for a lot of things, but they are responsible for a lot of things. They are responsible for all their clothing, back to school clothes, anything they need. The exceptions are winter outerwear and boots, Sunday clothes, underwear and socks. Let's get real. How many kids want to spend their hard-earned money on underwear? But they are also responsible for their entertainment, presents for birthday parties, going out with their friends, and Christmas presents for their siblings. Here is one example. Our oldest daughter had earned $200 for her back-to-school clothes, so she chose to spend $85 on a designer pair of jeans. So she made a list of the other clothes that she would need. We went to the outlets, and for $100, she bought 3 shirts, 1 sweater, and 2 pairs of pants. When we got home, we laid out all of her clothes on the bed, and I asked her how she felt about her purchases. Notice I didn't tell her how I felt about her purchases. That was for her to process. She said she really liked all of her choices, but if she hadn't spent so much on jeans, she would have been able to get a lot more outfits. I simply said, good point. She was in the 6th grade at the time. One benefit of starting this program early is it gives you plenty of teaching moments. We discuss price comparison, shopping sales, the difference between needs and wants. and the children end up taking better care of their things. In the booklet put out by the church, One for the Money, which was written by Marvin J. Ashton, it talks about this very point. Quote, teach family members early the importance of working and earning. In the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread is not outdated counsel. One of the greatest favors parents can do for their children is to teach them to work. Elder Ashton continues, I'm from the old school. I believe that children should earn their money needs through service and appropriate chores. I think it is unfortunate for a child to grow up in a home where the seed is planted in the child's mind that there is a family money tree that automatically drops green stuff once a week or once a month. End of quote. When? We start our children on the cash card system when they are 8 years old. That's when we open the savings account for them at the bank. When they are 14, we get them a debit card. I am a co-signer on all the accounts. This way, we can teach them about debit cards, online banking, ATM, and the fees that can be charged, and also to teach them how to watch their balance so they always know how much money is in their account. Now visualize, what does this mean for you? You are now freed up from being the money Nazi. Gone are the days when you go to the store or the mall and it's filled with pleas and whinings and tantrums and begging. You can just simply smile and casually say, it's up to you. It's your choice. It's your money. Are your children going to make mistakes? Of course they will. Will they experience buyer's regret? We hope so. Will they have to delay buying something because they don't have enough money for the purchase? Most definitely. This is an important lesson in this day and age. Instant gratification is almost at plague status in our society. Isn't it better for them to make mistakes on the small purchases instead of taking out bankruptcy when they're an adult or getting a divorce because of money? The choice is yours. You can either pay now or pay later. Thank you for watching.